I'll still do that in the presentation to let us know that the money they are making from telecom sector is more than what they are getting from oil and gas. That's to show the volume of people using it. In fact, recently or probably some years back, according to Nigerian Communication Commission, NCC said the active SIM card we have in Nigeria is more than 250 million. Sometimes might be lower, sometimes, but averagely. Why? Because many average Nigerian is a single Nigerian or average Nigerian use two SIM cards. At least for me, I'm using four. So if you now multiply that with the number of people that are having, or let me say our number in our population in Nigeria, you can imagine the volume. And the third one, which makes this thing more lucrative or probably to generate more wealth, is the frequency. So if I subscribe for 1 month data, I don't know about other people outside the country, but in Nigeria, there is nobody that will subscribe for a month data and will use it in that month or for a whole month. You can subscribe 3, 4 times. If you buy a data of a month now and finish the following day or the day after tomorrow, you subscribe another one to show the. So these are the things that make this sector to be very lucrative. And without wasting much of our time, because we are in for business, I would like to share a kind of a PDF for presentation, which I normally use for people to see what we really uh, have in this sector and one or two ways to really look into it. And permit me to share my slide. Okay. I
Go
believe
ahead,
my
sir.
is showing right now.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I tag this thing as a road to financial independence through telecom sector via TGR platform, because one of our aim is to be able to let people see the wealth that is hidden in telecom sector and make it available for everybody. We have all been working for some years now. Like I do tell people that 10 years ago we were younger, much more active, and things were even more cheaper. In the next 10 years, we are going to be older than this. We are going to be weaker. In fact, today is the youngest we can ever be. But in that 10 years' time, do we still have the strength to work as we are working now? Do we still think we can be this active? And by that time, we will need more money, even for our health, not talk of some other thing. But we will not be that strong enough. Things will be more expensive. What if the decision we are taking today can allow us to build the future that we don't even need to think or having any kind of headache before we can do anything? Because most of the challenges people have, let me say 90% of challenges people have are financial challenges. Because my say money is not important, but everything that is important to our life attached to money. You want to talk of good health, you need money, good environment. So with this opportunity that comes to us, shape our future, and how we take that opportunity also go a long way. Every one of us will prefer the guy in the left side, not the one on the right side. Why? Because they are both elderly people, but probably they miss out some of the information. There was one video I watched sometimes that success is being given most times not end. Might be just an opportunity. All the wealthy people you see in the world, they take advantage of opportunity at a particular time, and that is what changed their life, because that decision is for them alone, and once they can take it and work on it, then it keeps going. So telecommunication, the new oil well, because of what? The way people are consuming this is not every are mobile in Nigeria. Almost everybody is holding a phone. Even the beggar, they have a phone. They use this. And what can lead us to where we are going is about our mindset. Our mind will decide whether we want to be a palace or a prison, because the power God has given each and every one of us as a human being is that thinking, our mindset, our thoughts. We can't be in the next version of our life and still remain in the old version. If you are thinking of I want to become so person, you must leave where you are to aspire to be in the new realm of your version, the next phase you want to be. All these just I want to go very fast so that not we all know those that are on salary earners after they retired and they keep looking for. I was working with pensioners recently and I pity them sometimes. When I do talk, I see the life they are living now. So we that you need to have a plan B, irrespective of whatever you are doing. This business doesn't stop you. In fact, it makes your journey more faster Even if you want to consider it as a plan B, by the time it becomes the bigger one, you use it as your plan A. Then B, C, D will now come out of it. According to Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you are going to work till you die. And that is why we tell people that you need to learn more. The more you learn, according to this guy, say literate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read or write, but those who can not learn, unlearn, and relearn. And that is why we are introducing people to Top and Get Reward, and we are showing them how they can tap from this wealth. Like I do tell people that the wealth in telecom sector, it's endless. It now depends on how much do you want to make out of it, how soon do you want to make it. Because in Top and Get Reward, we give room. There is no limit. It's like an open check. You can give yourself a time frame that within so time I want to make so amount of money, millions or whatever you want to make. It's all yours. We are just here to guide you, to show you the road. How to get there depends on you. I mean, how fast to get there. Like somebody who is moving from Ibadan to Lagos. If I'm going with a bicycle, I know how long it's going to take me. If I want to go with Okada, or I want to go with a Jeep, the road is there. Now you determine what or how you get there. And many businesses that we might have done, many have lost money, this and that. They'll be wondering, is it genuine? Is it legitimate? And these are the things to show how legitimate TGR is, the integrity in Top and Get Reward and the legitimacy, because we don't just operate. We have government backing, and these are certificates. We have CAC and NCC. That NCC is the most important one. CAC is also important, but that NCC gives all that kind of strong backing, because to get that certificate alone is hundreds of millions. It's not easy to come by, and for TGR to have it, it shows how reliable the company is. And also we have international recognition, which make us to be in the limelight and to be outside the country, because in 2021, we had a kind of competition that TGR became first in Africa, and that was when they sent this certificate down to Nigeria, because what we did has to do with telecom sector, so they sent it to the office of Minister of Communication. Then Professor Isa Pantami, that was in 2022, he now invited our CEO to his office to present this thing to him, because when we won, it was during COVID, there was no kind of movement. So the following year, they now sent it down, and he was invited to come and receive it. This was the letter he gave our company, to our CEO, and letter of commendation to really appreciate what the company is doing. So all these I'm saying is just to see how genuine our business is. And to the glory of God, this month on the 15th, TGR will be 7 years. It was founded in 2018, November 15. This was when we were doing our 5th anniversary in 2023, chaired by another former Minister of Communication, Barrister Adebayo Shitu. This is our CEO also sitting with him discussing. What is our mission? Who are we in Top and Get Reward? We just want people to be exposed to the wealth in telecom sector. One of the reasons why this sector will remain lucrative and forever remain there, it can never be saturated, as I said, because data is what we use most now. And it's so fast, we use it per second. And this is what makes the business to be so lucrative. This is what I mentioned earlier, that telecom overtakes oil sector contribution to GDP since 2020. And this is very interesting. You can see the amount of money Nigerians spent within just few months, 2.6 trillion. Like I do ask people, for those that are in Nigeria, that since you have bought your SIM card, like how much have you spent on keeping that SIM card active? It's millions. Many don't know how much they have spent. And each time we are recharging, whether we are in Nigeria or you are recharging your Nigerian line out of the country, you are making some people richer and wealthier. And I do say this recently based on what I know, that there is no way you can recharge any network in Nigeria and you get it directly from the source anymore. If you want to recharge your MTN, somebody somewhere, if there might be in numbers, I don't know, they will have gotten something out of what you are recharging, no matter how small it is. And one person out of all these people is our former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, till tomorrow. It still shows that he's still getting something from every transaction of MTN. but it has a kind of a future plan, like, when Awolowo also did with Coca-Cola. Until today, the family of Awolowo is still benefiting from what he laid down, which is like a generational wealth. I think the same thing is what Obasanjo did. Instead of just being paid off once, it's okay. Then even those that are using MTN, they were few because the SIM card was so expensive. But he knew a time is coming that millions of Nigerians will be recharging. And today, between 45 million Nigerians are recharging their MTN line on daily basis. So just imagine Obasanjo is just taking 1% or 1 naira. And this is the kind of wealth this company is exposing us to build something similar to that. Look at what MTN declared in 2020, which is 51 billion naira within 3 months. In 2023, 3 years after, they declared 568 billion, which is times 11 of what they made 3 years ago. This year alone, within 3 months, they net 1 trillion naira. And there was a caption or probably a publication that said MTN became the second company in Nigeria that their market cap surpasses 10 trillion naira. Look at what we are spending on a daily basis. Within an hour alone, about 3 million Nigerians recharges their phone. And this is what many people don't know. That is why all the financial institutions ventured into telecommunication, because nothing concerned them with telecommunication. They are financial institutions, but because they have seen that it's an easy way to leverage more, to make more with ease, and they make in double ways from people that are using the platform to recharge. What makes it easier for company, or let me say, financial institution to be late? We are not talking. Help us to mute your mic, please. So what we are now saying is that what makes it easier for all these financial institutions is because of the virtual top-up they have. They invested a lot, and since then they are milking Nigerians slowly, steadily, and continuously. So this is why Tijana say, what if you too as well can be making at least 0.001% of all these billions that is being spent on daily basis? It's a lot of money. But as an individual, ordinary person, to do it by yourself, many people might give up because of the challenges. You have to get the NCC, CAC, partner with MTN. All this thing might be so tedious, coupled with many challenges, and this might not be easy for ordinary Nigerians to be able to do it. But because Top and Get Reward is already there, being established, we just want to be under the umbrella of Top and Get Reward and build our own wealth continuously, forever, with less headache, with minimal capital to start. For example, just like a Facebook now, he is the one that might have the headache of whatever he wants to do, but there are millions of Nigeria, maybe even not billions, that are making a lot of money under the platform of Facebook. They don't need to know who Mark Zuckerberg is, but they are doing their own adverts, they are rendering costs, and they are making a lot of money from the platform of Facebook. So the same thing is what TGR now offers, that you might not need to have the headache of doing all this, but if you partner with us, what you should have spent maybe million, 2, 3, 5 million or more, with 100,000, you have this franchise, this VTU, and this will now allow you to now build your own network for the future purpose, so that henceforth, forever, as long as we make use of airtime and data in Nigeria, you continue to benefit and make more forever. These are our products. You want to buy MTN, Airtel, Glo, 9Mobile, PHCN, or GoTV, whatever, we have it, and you get commission from all these transactions. Based on what the company gives us, the service provider and all these companies, we also share with you. And not only share with you alone, anyone that is connected to you, because this is what stands us out among other platforms that might be saying, come and buy data, come and buy this for yourself. They can only allow you to benefit from your transaction alone, but they will not give you the benefit to build wealth around it. But from Top and Get Reward, you only need to start small, and before you know, you are building big, and forever, whether you are there or not, money keeps dropping. So what do you need is just to get the VTU of Top and Get Reward, which is virtual top-up, which make it easier for the banks and some other platform to do your transaction or process it for you. So through Top and Get Reward, when you use our platform, our portal, you share from the profit of this company. The first benefit is that when you are recharging, because I do, like I said earlier, that if you calculate how much you have spent for the past 10, 15 years on your SIM card, for those that are in Nigeria, for example, is a lot. But if you have been getting just 2% or 2.5% for that long years, it's something. And what we are still going to spend between now till only God knows when is far more than what you have spent before. And what if we now have the opportunity to be getting discount from this initially, and after some time you are getting it for free, airtime and data, and also, or not only that, you are building wealth, passive income that your children can also inherit. The next generation, or probably the next inheritance, is password and username. They don't need to know who you talk to, whatever, how you build it. But the moment you hand over it to them, they continue from where you stop. Not every job allows that. If the moment you leave that job, that's the end of it. Your children cannot continue unless it's your personal business. Even sometimes the personal business, the children might say, I'm not interested, or probably some other person can take it up. So what we are now saying is that with 100,000 package, though we have operational packages, but the best you can start with if you are thinking of making millions. I do tell people here in TGL that you can, you are the one to decide how much. It's not about when you come in to top and get reward, but what you do after you come in to top and get reward. In top and get reward, there is no sentiment. There is no monkey, they walk, babu, they chop. Mr. A can connect to top and get reward. If you see the vision faster, clearer, you can make times 10 of whatever Mr. A might want to make. Your own is just to understand how this thing works. So from what we have, because each company that does this kind of a thing has their own way of compensating people to appreciate what they are doing for us. Once you sign up with this package, the company will give you a welcome bonus of 10%. And this money you are paying, just like you rent a shop or probably obtain a warehouse that you want to be displacing your goods and whatever. So you have it forever. Now what comes or what you do inside now solely depend on you. And from these we have, because our plan or conventional plan we use, we call it Unilevel. Unilevel allows you to make money instantly and also to expand to the level you want. And from what we discovered and from what we did with our plan, that you can give yourself probably 3 weeks, or let me say from 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, or whichever, or 3 years. But I can assure you, in fact, sometimes I do tell you that if you want us to sign MOU, that if what we tell you now, you do exactly the way it is and you don't get what you're supposed to, what we promise you, go to any length to fight us. Because we are sure, but we are not doing money doubling here. No return on investment and no Ponzi scheme. Basically on your database, your connectivity with people, and before you know, you are growing. And from this package of 100,000, it is possible to make your millions either one, two, but what I did in just 3 weeks or 3 months, we can net 10 million naira. In 3 weeks, in 3 days, let me say from 3 days, depending on your capacity, or 3 weeks, or 3 months, the minimum you can make is 10 million naira if you are so ready for it. And for what I'm doing now, I'm always ready for the people that are ready to make the money. There is no kind of luck here, or probably maybe you are doing jackpot, or you want to play Niger and Arab bet or whatever. No, it is you get as you do it. And I will explain how that is, or how you can achieve that. We have a way of compensating anybody that is, because what the company is all about is to expand, to build our database. And whoever that is participating in that expansion of database will be compensated as much as the database is increasing from that person. So we have what we call Fantastic 10 or so. This is just a way to see the roadmap. For example, maybe from Nigeria and I want to come to UK. I know how to get there by probably I have to obtain my passport, my visa, and get to the airport, get tickets, and before I know. But if I want to take a longer route, I might say, okay, let me go and take maybe Lagoon or whatever. But what I need is just a clear picture of where I'm going. So how soon I want to get there is now depend on me. From what we see, from what we know from Top and Get Reward, if you want to make 1 million naira in just 3 weeks, we show you a roadmap for it. And if you do it, you don't make the money, please, you do whatever you like with us. So from your registration, which is 100,000, which is the best package to come with if you want to move faster with this kind of earnings that I talk about. It's 100,000. And you get 10% of your registration, which is a welcome bonus. The company now gives opportunity to earn from whoever that you are connected to, because we are in the connected economy in this generation now. If you refuse to connect people, you're already connected to something somewhere, because every one of us, we are connected in what I think I was in Oshobo yesterday when I was telling some people that even the God that created us has given us the example, but we refuse to follow it. God that created, let's just the two religions that we practice. How did he get to any one of us? It's about connecting others. And God that created us has the power to create every one of us at a go. Those that have died, we that are still alive, and those that are yet to come. But he decided to use a system, fruitfulness and multiplication. So I believe I'm talking to those that are ready to take the money. So what we're now saying is that from this, let me just brief. Maybe we create WhatsApp group later. I will drop this chart there for us to study. From your connection of 10 people, because you are free to do more than that, but minimally on what we calculate here at the third generation, which can be 3 weeks, maybe third week or third month, the minimum you can make is 10 million naira based on your building. And I am ready to work with anyone that is ready.
Hakim, I think your slide is not moving again. It's stuck at the business
Okay,
package.
sorry. Okay, sorry. But now it's moving, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, sorry about that. So what I'm now trying to let us see is that from this, I mentioned, the system allows you to earn between 209 to 500,000. It can be either daily, weekly, or monthly. It's all about you. But we are showing you what you can do to make that. The moment you come in, you become an affiliate and you have the grace to start earning, even from your own transaction. And also when you become, I believe everybody here is not ready to do for the client service. We are here to make serious money or big money. So if you have to do that, then we must go to this level called connected economy. Look at these two guys. Even when Dangote started his business, I don't think Zuckerberg is already being born there. He's still, maybe he's not alive. But look at what he has achieved today, because he is into connected economy. And examples, other examples that we can even see. The Uber, he doesn't own a single car, as we all know, but he just created a system that connects the passenger and the rider, and is making billions of dollars. The same thing with Amazon, Alibaba, and the like. But what makes them to make this money is what? Technology, service, people, and what do you call it? Connecting people. And these are the things that are generating the wealth. So in order to have what we call a system considering partnership, value, and leverage, leverage will make people to remain, somebody said, if you don't understand the word leverage, you are going to remain average. I've mentioned about this man who till tomorrow, Coca-Cola is still compensating the family. And this is our former president, also is making money from MTN till tomorrow. We don't want to just work. We want to build a system that even when we don't have the strength to work anymore, the money keeps coming in. Once we build this one, we can diversify. We can, if it will be easier to do business. In fact, we'll become a kind of a strong team to come at it. Come together when everybody knows we are our what. Just like all these way people collaborate, we can start any business together because we have the power to do so. We just need to make that move. And from the first step is to build. And from there, now what I mentioned earlier of this 10 million naira of a thing, whatever the amount that if you continue to build with this level, at level 6, it is billion that is there. It is achievable and we can work it out. It's not going to be overnight. I'm not going to use sweet mouth to talk to you. But if you remain focused, this thing is achievable, because every successful man you see today, they build. And that is what we do in Top and Get Reward. If you are ready to build and put in the work, you can get the money. That 0.15%, that one is like eyes on the cake forever. Imagine you have made over 10 million naira in 3 months or 3 weeks. And those that notice or probably see what you have made, they will ask you, because success attracts people. And once they are coming in, you make more, they also make more. And now you are making 0.15% of their transaction forever. It can be a millionaire in a day or half a millionaire in a day. Because if banks can make million, just imagine 3 million Nigerians in just 1 hour. If only First Bank has 1 million out of this 3 million, and everybody just recharge 100 naira, which is very minimal or very, the chance is low because some people, in fact, this business make me to see how heavy people recharge. Somebody has recharged 100,000 at a go, and I saw 150 naira as my own commission. I don't even know where the person is. But because we are connected through the system, I woke up and I opened my dashboard. I saw the commission. What did this person do? And I noticed that he recharged 100,000 naira. And that's 0.15% of, or 150 is 0.150 of 100,000. And this is one of what you will be enjoying. So if you are now making that 500,000, 200,000 every day without lifting a finger, that's the future of this business. The one you made from building a team is just part one. And what will be coming forever is what we need to also focus on, because once they come in, they will recharge, they will buy data, nobody is going to force them. And now I want to give an example of this guy for you to know the power of that consistency, no matter how small. They say little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. For those that are familiar with Nigerian markets, there is one milk we call cowbell milk. When they came to the market, I think peak milk was already raining, but they cannot compete with peak milk. But they know masses are in numbers more than the wealthy people. And the wealthy or well-to-do are the one taking peak milk. So they came with powder milk, 30 naira as at that time. I think it's around that 10 naira or so, because it was so cheap then. It is now that maybe close to 100 naira. But the gain, if the sales they make in just one day was about 3 million. 3 million sachets in sales multiplied by 10 naira, that is 30 million. Peak milk did not meet up with that in just 1 month. And that is where they broke even. And look at the retail profit on just a 10 naira product. How much do you think might be? Even 15 naira biscuits now, how much is the profit on it? Maybe 5 naira. So 5 naira from millions, just like the bank I gave example. First Bank is having 1 million transaction in 1 hour, and they buy 100 naira. Bank might make 5 naira from it. 5 naira times 1 million, that is 5 million naira in 1 hour. You can make similar thing in top and get reward when you build to that level, apart from what you are. And now look at this guy. If you Google search now, wherever you are in any part of the world, or just Google search the richest beggar in Lagos, you are going to see the history of this man. As he's a beggar at Agege or so. That is where he cleaned the pedestrian bridge for people when they are passing and they give him money. And from this money, he has built 4 houses. He have 4 wives and 18 children. And this pure water factory is the owner and employ everybody. From the business he's doing of cover, this little money. And he has bosses that is working for him. That's the power of what consistency. So if we remain focused with up and get reward, once we build to that level, you cannot imagine what will be coming to your account every single day. It is not fixed. You can make 300,000 today, tomorrow might be 500,000 or low or more. It's about the volume of transaction, and it's possible here. And company has a way of compensating. So when I said you can make 10 million naira within 3 months, it's not about your connecting people alone, but what the company will also appreciate you for doing, which is incentives starting from 750, 5 million, 10 million, and 750, 5 million, 6 million, and 10 million. And to the glory of God, I've gotten 3 out of these 4 from my main account, which other accounts are also coming up. So that means I have earned 11,750,000 on incentive alone, apart from referral commission, transaction commission. So from one account, you can earn extra 21,750,000. And when we follow this roadmap at your level 4, you are already cleared with all this incentive. That is 21 million extra. Then you'll have made more than 23 million on connecting people as well. So if you now remain focused with this and say, okay, I want to give myself 4 weeks or 4 months to make even with just 20 million naira, you're able to make from your 100,000. Because for somebody to make a profit of, let's say, 10 million naira on other businesses, how much do you think that person will have invested to make that profit before making that profit of 10 million naira? Even if it's a filling station, you will have invested hundreds of millions plus risk involved. You have to monitor, they didn't steal this, there's no accidents, there's no this. And there will be thousands of transaction volumes that people will come and buy. If they don't buy, no matter how much you invested. But with 100,000 here, you can make, just imagine the percentage rate in millions, and you don't need to have any headache whether somebody, your own is just to connect. We'll do this. That's why I say I'm volunteering myself to put myself down that we will work within 3 months and the result will show. This, in fact, overtaking is allowed in TGR and record breaker. Some people have broken some record. We want you people to be the next set of people that will break record. Within a month, we want somebody to always qualify for the first incentive, and it's achievable. So we can do this so that people that have made or qualified or benefited from, even pastors are there, this just to show you that these are the real people. Age is just the numbers. We have elderly people that have made it and they are still enjoying it, and many, many, many more. Many, many, many more. These are just one out of many benefits. And one of other things I benefited in this company is that this year around April, I was in United Kingdom to attend a conference, Courtesy of Top and Get Reward. This is just one out of many. So when I signed up, I didn't even say I'll be going to UK, but it comes and it will continue to be made better and better and better. So once you are coming in, just remain focused, and I can guarantee you, you are going to get there within a short period of time. What we need is your commitment, your determination, and dedication. If you start a business and you don't monitor it, you don't expect something to come out of that business. But once you monitor it, focus, like today, you are not the one talking or not even the facilitator. So the same thing I would do for anybody that is ready. We are a strong team and we are building. Just invite people to make money, come and better their life. They can't be young forever. We'll get tired one day. But through this system, we'll continue to make more. The more you stay in the system, the more you make. And you can see people have make a lot of money and they will continue to make, either old or young. So you are welcome to where you rewrite the history. Any amount you want to make, just write it down. Between now and December, you want to make 5 million or 10 million naira, and we'll show you how to make it if you are ready to make it. So this is just one out of the benefit. As I said, people have qualified, they have enjoyed, they have benefited, and they have used the money to get one or two things to themselves, which TGR has transformed their life from nothing to something. And also will continue to do so because the system is not tired of paying, as long as you are not tired of doing the needful. So concerning the money, because you might be thinking, okay, if I make money, how do I do it? This and that. Your money is directly withdrawn to your bank account. As long as you have Nigerian bank account, you are good to go. The moment you have any money there, we withdraw every day, 100,000 at a go. But when you qualify for incentive, the company pay directly to your bank account that you want, your preferred bank account. For those that are outside the country, might say, okay, people outside the country, they don't use our MTN, but you have people down here in Nigeria that are one way or the other, they be, please send something to me. This is a way to show them how to fish, not to be giving them fish anymore. You can't continue to feed them forever because they will keep coming in. But when you show them what can make their life better to be independent, indirectly you are investing in them, and also the return is coming back to you. You'll be relieved because you have shown them a way. And because of that, you also will be compensated forever. So you withdraw to your bank account every day, once in a day. Withdraw today, before you withdraw, and that one be next day. And you can withdraw at least, most 100,000 at a go. So I've mentioned millions, I've mentioned billions. My thing, maybe I'm not sugar-coated, but one thing you need to know is that before you can make this money, you need to see it in your imagination first. When I mentioning 10 million naira, you have to see that 10 million in your bank account within 3 weeks or 3 months. And believe you me, it will work. Now, let me give you an example of how powerful our imagination might be. The day I have it in my mind that I want to buy Highlander Jeep, that day I started manifesting it, and within few months, courtesy of Top and Get Reward, I was able to get it. And the day I mentioned it, I didn't have 50,000 in my bank account as at that time. But when I saw that, I said, this is my next car. And I was seeing it even in my dream when that time passed. And before you know, TGR make it happen. The same thing with the millions we are mentioning here. Once you see it in your bank account through your imagination, believe you me, see it in your imagination first, believe you me, it's coming to your bank account in reality. Instant. So how do you work this out? That's why I say everybody on your phone, you have contacts. Just work with your contacts, have a name list. Everything needs to be, if you want to have a financial freedom, it's intentional. You must be ready for it. And once you are ready, we are ready with you. Connect with everybody that you know. Show them the way, invite them to this presentation. We might be having a constant presentation like this. Maybe within just 1 hour, we are done. So everybody that wants to make millions, 1 hour should not be too much to dedicate to build their business and to make money. So in order to start this business right away, right now, what you just have to do is to pay into any of the company's accounts and share your receipt with our facilitator. These are the banks that you can pay into, the company's bank account. You make payment of that 100,000 and we are ready to go. And before you know, the money is rolling in, because when results start coming in, there is no need to argue, there is no need to doubt. You know, if as I'm talking now, if I say somebody has 2 heads, you might believe me, you might not believe, because you have not seen such a person before. So whatever I say, you might not really be convinced, but when the results start coming in, when you see something, there is no need to doubt again. So by the time you two start and you start seeing results, then you confirm it's working. Then you only need to, for I do tell you that you don't even need to go far. Start for the first step, which is sign up. Did you get the welcome bonus? Fine. Just try to transact. Did you get what they promised you? Fine. Then try to connect at least one person first. And if you are not given what we promise and you cannot make use of it, please don't go further. But once you can do it, you do the first, second one, you don't even need to get up to 10 people or more than that. First person. So once you see it works, then you know that what we tell you that you are going to get, you are the only one delaying such thing to happen. And you become what you believe. If you do today what you did yesterday, tomorrow will look the same as it does today. We have been working all these years from January till now, but what are we going to do differently in 2026? Everybody has been working, but up to now we are still saying, okay, we need more, we need more. But now what if we can just give TGR like 3, 4, or 6 months and see what will happen? Whether we are lying or not, you will know. So if you do different thing, then different result is coming. Everyone has the key, it's just a matter of using it. Some people dream of success while other people get up every morning and make it happen. If you don't try to create the future you want, you must endure the future you get. If I didn't start when I started, I will not be having what I say I have. 2026, 2027 is the future, but we have to start it now. If you don't start it now, there's no 2026, there's no 2027. Some people are saying, in 2020, 2025 was a dream, was a future, but if they didn't do anything, it will just be like, what is happening? So that is why we have to do something different now. Some people prefer bread and key to their freedom instead of just going for daily bread or just to survive. Why can't you get this key, open the door and build or create a bakery instead of just going for a loaf of bread? Everyone is a millionaire. You can either have millions of cash or millions of excuses. Choose your millions wisely. The only thing we cannot do as a human being is what we are not ready to do. But the moment you make up your mind, the road also make way for you. So thank you for listening. If there is any question, I'll be able to answer you. Thank you.
Thank you, mindset coach. But I will stop live for questions.
No problem.
But
No
I'm
problem,
sharing
sir.
on our Andrew, yes. So if you have questions, you can come up with it now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Akin. Thanks. That's a wonderful presentation. Thanks a lot. God bless.
Yes, amen, sir.
So yeah, we've got, I think, 20 people here. So if anybody has got questions, there are a lot of people that that I know that are here. So the first person on the list here is Mr. Adamo Gaba. That's my big boss in Abuja. Okay, so yeah. So if everybody have question, anyone here, if you have question, you can ask. Mr. Eugene, Uncle Eugene is here. Yeah, I've got Reverend Praise from Port Harcourt. These are people that can trustworthy people that can that have passion to help other people. So yeah. So any question at all? Any question? You have the floor to ask.
You can indicate so that we'll unmute you if you cannot unmute yourself. All right. Ask everybody to unmute themselves.
Yes. Are you hearing me now?
Yes, sir. We can hear you now, sir. Engine.
Yes. That's the voice that was talking.
Okay,
Number one,
sir.
I'm not happy with the ID because is there enjoying Abuja, enjoying Lagos. You know, they throw anything come for us. That one go talk. This presentation, I commend you.
Thank you, sir.
I was in the university in the campus. They would say my roommates were doing law. Two young boys they used to call themselves babbler. You know, the bubble. It really bubbled well.
Thank you, sir.
I think it could have been a summary with figures. Maybe it is so condensed. I don't know if we're going to have any kind of, if you can send us that thing to study again. I seem to capture what you are saying. However, I'm not entirely clear how it works.
Okay, sir.
So if I read it after I read that, but I will suggest you minimize the examples you give.
Okay.
I'm doing it very humbly. Please don't think I know more than you, because
I
you have
know.
used many.
I'm your boy, sir.
Choose examples that are few that demonstrates what we are projecting. That will be more convincing. And then try to illustrate them, you know, with figures. Because this 14
Okay, sir.
how many units of data can somebody buy before somebody earns T units of naira? I don't know if that's a very calculable. How many units of data can somebody buy to get T units of naira? I don't know if I'm making sense. We're trying to be algebraic here. That is
Yes.
kind of thing I want to see. And then I want to look at it and work it out and try to go back and go forward. If I want to, therefore, drive it like crazy, I want to now project or set as a target how many such units of data am I going to sell or consume to earn how much units of naira. I don't know if that's possible, if at all. These are areas one can actually use to demonstrate this presentation and remove some of the wordy ones, some of the examples that are not
Okay.
very applicable. Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir. Just like I said, we might have a WhatsApp group. I will drop the chat, but I will still explain in summary what to ask. What we are doing in Top and Get is not about selling for people, though we sell for those that want to do. But to make the millions we are mentioning, it is not about selling for others in terms of they want to buy data, they want to buy. But what we are showing them is for everybody to have their own VTU portal on their phone. That is like you are selling the franchise of the company to them that they should buy. And from the 100,000, let's say you have signed up now, you have gotten your VTU and you pay 100,000, the company will give you 10% of it, 10,000 naira on your dashboard to transact and see how it works. That if you buy data, if you buy airtime, what did you get, which you don't get some other places. Now, when one person sign up, also that doctor or prof, because of you, let me just try this. Okay, 100 I'm investing. Let me start my own VTU. And they registered because you are the one that told them through you. Out of their 100,000, the company give you 20,900 instantly. So which means if 10 of your friends sign up in the same day or the same week, you have earned 209,000. That is because you show them how to be buying airtime and data for themselves through the platform of Top and Get What to get the VTU. The company compensates you for the fact that you are the one that let them know about the company. And that's the first benefit. All these 10 people, anytime they are using their own VTU to recharge themselves, they get 2% of whatever they are doing. You are going to get 0.1 or 0.15%, depending on the network they are subscribing for. That's also the second benefit. The third benefit is that the moment you show this, each of these tenders, see what I got because I show you the way. I was given 209,000 because I started with 100,000. And they say, okay, how did you get this thing, doctor or prof? Okay, because I show you people. It's also used to show 10 of your friends. By the time each one and every one of them do the same thing, the company will compensate you from their effort. You are going to get 475,000 naira from all the 10 people's effort that are doing exactly what you did. You are not selling recharge card, though. You are not selling data. You just show them what you did to be doing it for themselves. So from them joining, you are benefiting. For them recharging for themselves, you are benefiting. And when others also join them, you're also benefiting. And those people that join through them or connect through them, whenever they are recharging, you also get commission. You don't even know them. You might not even know where they are. Whether you are sleeping when they are doing their transaction, you also earn something to yourself. And by the time you get to the third level, which I said in either 3 weeks or 3 months, because of this power of duplication, you will have earned 4,750,000. That is 4.750 million from indirect connection to Top and Get What you don't even know. And that all together, because 4.7 plus 750, 475,000 and 209, then that is over 5 million naira. And the company will have appreciated you because of the point value that will be accumulating through the registration of these people. And that will earn you 5,750,000 aside of what you have enjoyed from connecting people. And what you just have to do is just to focus on your 10. You don't need to do more than that. So how others come in, it is going to be a kind of duplication. Just focus on your 10 and work with your 10. Before you know, they also duplicate and it keeps going. So for somebody who is on 100,000, this allows you to earn to level 10. And we only calculate to level 6 here. And that figure is outrageous, is 1.5 billion naira on referral commission alone. There's no transaction commission added. There is no incentive added. And this thing is achievable based on integrity of those that are pushing this thing, because I do tell you that if you are somebody who has integrity, you are going to move fast in this business, because they will know that, they lie. You have not done anything. Okay, now what do we have to do? Because from day one, we tell people what to do. And once you do it, you get what we promise you. Not that we'll now put words under the tongue that say, you know, go do anything or you go, they make money. All those that have done that, they are nowhere to be found today. That is because of the truth we are doing. Our integrity make us to be celebrating the 7th anniversary this year. So I believe I'm able to clear the question a bit, sir.
Mr. Passmark.
Thank you, sir.
God bless.
Yes, sir.
One more question. You see, sorry if anybody wants to ask a question. You see, I had an information yesterday that you are the one that give people that attend your talk 50,000 for a start. And I wasn't sure. Now I came here, I've not had it mention 50,000 pre-bonus you're going to start us with.
Okay, sir. We have 50,000 as well. But what we have, we categorize this registration. Each package has their own benefit, and this is what makes Tija to be standing out or to still remain and will remain forever. So we have, yes,
clarification that you pay us for attending your talk 50,000. Now we're 10. I understand. You should pay now 50,000 for incentive to start. It's bonus you give us before we start. They told me this, and I was saying I mustn't fail this presentation. Is it not true that you give people 50,000 if they attend your talk?
No.
So I was misinformed.
No, that you are going to get 50,000.
Yes. So I was waiting for me to give you my account number.
I didn't get too clearly, sir. Please. That if you attend this presentation.
Let me talk to you later. Let me talk to you one-on-one later. Don't worry.
No problem, sir.
Mr. King, Mr. King, Uncle Eugene is pulling your leg. Don't worry about that.
I know, that's what elders do for younger ones now.
Exactly. All right. Any other question from anybody?
Well done.
So that we can have that. Some people are texting me, asking me which account they should pay to. So
go to the site so that we can screenshot it and you know where to pay.
Yeah, I'll get it across to. Any other question?
They can screenshot.
If somebody
I will send it to you. You can send it to them personally, sir.
Yeah, I've got it here.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
If you don't mind me asking.
Sorry, somebody is raising their hand. Samuel, just hold on, Uncle. Samuel, yes, go on with your question.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
somebody
want to ask you.
I require Nigerian number. What do you mean by that? Is it to register or maybe to do transaction? If you want to register, if you have Nigerian number, it will be fine, because at the column where they will ask for contact number, your phone number, it has to be 11 digits. And the essence of asking for that number is when the company want to reach out to you, which number are they going to call? If you have an incentive, probably you qualify for incentive or whatever, either through your email or through the phone number, because they would like to communicate with you. Probably if they notice anything or they want to appreciate you for whatever, they will reach out to you, and it is that phone number. So if it is international number you don't have local number, you can still put it there. They can't get across through international number, at least they will reach out through email.
You can talk now.
Okay,
All right.
Samuel.
Samuel, you can go ahead, sir.
Just hold on.
I
Let's
want
take
to-
one. Samuel first. Sorry, Reverend, just hold on a minute. I think Samuel wanted to ask. Samuel, you have to be quick.
Okay, I want to ask you a question, please. Now, is it a must that on the once to register now, who are those that will be using the data? Is it same or that will bring people that to use the data? Must they be buying using the employee companies for us to make money, or how does it work?
Please, can you reframe your question so that I can?
Okay, what I'm asking is, once we come in now, once we come,
Okay.
maybe I register now. Now,
Okay.
must we also start bringing people to use the company and maybe buy the data or airtime through the company for us to make money, or how does it work?
Yes, the moment they sign up and they register now, because people that will come in, let's say for example Nigerian people now, they already buy airtime and data, and instead of using other places where they buy and enrich those people, they will be using their own VTU portal on TGR to do transactions. So we have all the phone networks. So what we do is that you have been buying airtime and data already, but where you buy it, you might not have the grade to really build wealth around it. Come to TGR and come and be buying. The same VTU that is selling for them is what we have. And when you use our own, you share from the profit, and also you have chance to build. So you can decide to sell for others or recharge for somebody, not only your personal numbers alone.
Okay. All right. I get.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
All right,
welcome.
Good
Reverend.
evening. Good evening, everybody, sir.
Good evening, sir.
I want-
Reverend.
Yes, God bless you. I just want to thank God for this great opening. So I want to really confirm, what does it really take? Is it just 100,000 to sign off?
Yes, we have different packages, but for those that
Okay.
really mean business and they really want to make money, if you are talking about millions, then you must also start with the highest, which is 100,000.
Okay.
After 100,000, the one that next is 50,000, but they don't have the same benefit. There is a limit, because the moment you really want to do business and want to make money, the same effort you are putting in for 50,000 is the same thing you are putting for 100,000, but you are going to be missing out some things that you don't know at a time, because you are not just like somebody who is in a single room, and the space is going to have is different from somebody who is having a room and parlor, or somebody who is having a room self-contained or 2 bedroom or duplex. That's the major difference there. So if I'm living in room and parlor, and I don't know, I've already expanded, I'm having family, and that place will not contain us. So if you're on 50,000, there will be a limit, and that is what the company did to safeguard this company, so that forever there will be no kind of shortage, or probably company is losing money due to misappropriation or probably miscalculation. So once you're on 50,000, you will still make money, but there is a limit to what you make. You can't compare it to that of 100,000. One of the benefits that the PV that will be coming for 50,000 is not the same as those that are coming with 100,000. That PV makes you to qualify for incentive faster. You achieve that faster in a lesser time than just 50,000. And also the incentive, if you are not on 100,000, you will not be able to receive the other incentive. You can only enjoy one of those incentives.
Okay, sir. So when you sign in with 100,000, if you bring in you work on 10 persons.
Yes. You can
Okay.
work more than that, though. We just use that 10 as an example, so that people can see what they can achieve, even working with 10 people alone. But the company give rooms to bring any number you want. If now 1,000 people you want to work with, you are free to go. It makes your journey more faster. If it is 100, if it is 50, if it is 20, just you are free to use any, but we decide to give a kind of roadmap or a sample that, okay, if you are working with this, you have seen the projection like a blueprint. So if I'm working with these templates now, this is what I can achieve. By the time you double it, you can even know what you are going to achieve. But we just say, let's work with 10. We have 10 fingers. If you hold things with both hands, it's going to be strong. So let's try with that and see what will happen. That is why we come with just 10 by power of duplication, 10 people.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Any other question as we round up? Okay, everyone, thanks for coming. And what I want to say is this, this company has been running for 7 years. So first of all, guys, let me tell you, I did a lot of search. I've been to their office. I've met their CEO before bringing this company to you. But one thing is that there's a similar company like this in the UK. You can Google it. It's called Utility Warehouse. Uncle Eugene knows, and anybody in the UK, not everybody in the UK knows about Utility Warehouse. So it was similar. That company now is so big that it's now on the FTSE 250 in the UK. The share price when I joined used to be about £2. It's now about £18 because they are dealing with utility. You know, they supply gas. So I have a franchise. Even I'm in Nigeria now, I still get paid in the UK. Even a business I no longer do. But because I've built a franchise, I've got about few people in my team that every month when they use their gas and electricity, I get paid, even despite I'm not in the country. So when I saw this in Nigeria, I know the potential, the massive opportunity that if you take it serious, you will make potential, massive income from it if you take it serious. Guys, remember what I say, if you take it serious. And if you see most people that I spoke to about this, I didn't tell you about 50,000, whatever it is, you are starting a franchise with 100,000. Guys, it looks too cheap. And if you think about it, trust me, it's too cheap. But when you are joining, please think that you have put in 10 million down to buy this franchise because that is what you could make from this business. And this is one-off. You don't need to pay anything again. This is a one-off payment, but you need to take it serious. It's just you exposing, just tell more people about the company. What I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm going to create a WhatsApp platform where we're going to do presentation every day. Just bring people in there. Let's expose this stuff to as many people as possible. I know, like, I spoke to people in Port Harcourt, they have no clue about this company. So now somebody, Pastor, Reverend, praise you are here. You can expose this to a lot of people in Port Harcourt. I spoke to somebody in Kaduna, they don't know. I spoke to somebody in Abuja. So a few people are here, you can just dominate those states. Expose it to people and see what happened in 1 year. Just expose it to people. I know because I've done similar business. I know the potential. I can't tell you, my first month in the UK, I made £1,000 and I only paid £150 to register in 2011. In my first month, I made £1,000. And in my first year, I made more than £10,000. So I know the potential. I know what you can make from this business. First of all, is to take your doubt out. It's not a scam. It's not a pyramid company, nothing. It's a legitimate company that if all you just need to do is to take it serious. And all seriousness just means expose it to, as he says, in IT, this is connection. And we don't know the power. You know, a lot of us don't still use social media. We don't know the power of connection economy. You just connect to people. When we're talking about the 10 people you connect to, now what you don't know is that those 10 people, imagine who they know that you don't know. So, and that's what happened to me. I was in London, people were joining my team in Scotland, in Wales, and I have to start traveling to go and train people. People I've never met, you understand? And that can happen to you. And that's why I said to people that you can make $1 million. And that's just a limit. I'm just setting. You can make more, but I want people who are focused, who in 2026, by this time next year, you look back and say, yes, I just said it's possible, can make $1 million, and I've made more than that. All right. So thank you, everyone. If anybody still have questions, let's ask before we round up. And thanks for attending.
Doc, I have a question, please. Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Just a very quick question. I think if I understand you well, people that live in outside Nigeria, So all we need to do is to, if we get somebody, friends back home, that use more data, just it's like convincing them to use the company, the VIP, what you said. Is it
CGR.
CGR? So once they start using it, they are making money, even though we are still not in Nigeria. Is that what you mean?
Yes, as long as you are doing that in your own dashboard, whatever they are doing here in Nigeria, it will be reflecting. So you'll be earning from their transaction, people that you know and people that you don't know.
So, Mr. Sunday, the first thing you need to do before you introduce anybody, you need to register first. So their registration, anybody you are introducing coming in your team, then you benefit from their reward. Whatever they do, whatever transaction they do, you get commission from it. The only person outside Nigeria that cannot register for this business is if you don't have a Nigerian bank account. Either you're in the US, you're in Canada, you're in the UK, provided you have Nigerian bank account. Even if you don't have Nigerian number, you have UK number, it doesn't matter. Provided you have Nigerian bank account, you can register.
And the essence of having that Nigerian bank account is because when you start making money from the activities in your team, the bank account is where you are going to convert the money to, so that it won't be as if probably they are deceiving you. So the money you have in your wallet is actually that on your bank account. So the easiest way to convert it to liquid, or liquid cash, or to make use of it, is bank account.
Okay.
Exactly, Mr. Sunday.
Yeah,
I think we still have
thank you
somebody
so much.
asking question, Mr. Samuel.
Okay.
You can go ahead, sir.
Okay, I want to ask a question, please. Is it possible that someone that is not really able to get 100,000 naira now and wants to start with 50,000 naira and then maybe decide to later upgrade it back to 100,000 naira? Is there a possibility for that?
Yes, there is a chance to upgrade. You just pay the difference. If you start with 50 now, and maybe the following day or following week you want to go to 100, you just pay the difference and upgrade to the next package.
So that's okay. No,
All right. Any other question? Okay. If there's none, Mr. Akim, thank you
All
so
right.
much.
On that note, let me just round it up before we say good night. In the next 5 years, according to some findings or statistics, that the population of Nigeria is going to be 300 million. That's year 2030. And out of these 300 million, if you're able to just tap 1 million, and you are making 1 naira from 1 million people every day, no matter, and that's passive income, right? And you can imagine what you'll have made before you can ever start making that 1 million naira, maybe in an hour, maybe in a day, passively forever. And there's two sentences I came across long time ago, which I normally use to just a way of sharing what I know with people. Somebody says, one of the sentences say, if you want to be wealthy, stop multiplying money, start multiplying people, you will see money multiplying itself. That's the first one. If you want to be wealthy, stop multiplying money, start multiplying people, you will see money multiplying itself. The second one says, wealth is hidden from those that want to do it all by themselves. But wealth exposes itself to those that are patient enough to teach others how to do it. And that's what we need. We just want to be patient enough to teach other people how to make money from their transaction, what is taking money away from them. And by the time millions of people are now knowing or knows how to do this, you just cross leg anywhere, any part of the world, your money is clicking, is dropping, and forever. Because this business, this section or this sector will not, for one, expire. It will never be saturated. It will continue to generate wealth forever. I think we have a question here. Good evening, everyone. I want to ask the people we are registering, are they also paying the 100,000? Yes. because that is their entry fee, the franchise they are paying, and that is where the company also pays you, and that is where the money we are talking about is coming from. The company is not taking the whole registration money to themselves. They share at least 10 other people apart from the person that registered, making 11 altogether. So this is what we do. We are working as a team, and the money is from registration. You are making money, they're also making money as they're also connecting. So everyone that wants to make money from the busy needs to register. Yes, anybody that wants to come in must register first. Without your registration, there is no way you can share from the profit of top and get reward. Or when you connect people, there is no way. You must be a member first, and that 100,000 makes you to be a bona fide member, having a BTU portal, and we are good to go. You must register. Is a must. If you don't register with us, there is no way you can benefit from the company.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Hakim. Any other questions? So we can go. There will be a training on Sunday night, by God's grace, for everyone that have registered, so that we can show you how to get the business moving quickly, so they can start seeing results. So anyone that register will join that training on Sunday. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, and God bless. Good night.
Amen. Good night, and have a wonderful night. All right.
Good night, sir, Mr. Hakim and Doctor.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
So weird because
Good
that
night.
used to be quick.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Kinyola, when it's 9, let me know, please.